Does garlic actually help to lower high blood pressure? Does eating garlic help if you have a cold and you're trying to get rid of it more quickly? To get these questions answered and more, stay tuned. Garlic is a key ingredient in the cuisines of many cultures. For me, growing up on St. Croix, my mother would make pretty much every savory dish with at least a few cloves of garlic, either added directly to the pot or as part of a sofrito. I get asked quite often about the health benefits of garlic, most often in the context of lowering high blood pressure or trying to get rid of a cold. It turns out that garlic does have a lot of beneficial properties that can make it useful for those conditions, potentially, and more. So in this video, I'll be covering the biochemical properties of garlic that make it so great for our health, the research that has been done to tie garlic to particular health outcomes, and how to best prepare garlic in order to maximize its potency. Garlic is a member of the genus Allium. Its characteristic pungent smell is due to its high concentration of organosulfur compounds, or more specifically, allyl sulfides. These same compounds cause garlic breath, but they do have some beneficial attributes. The main allyl sulfide in garlic is S-allyl L-cysteine sulfoxide. Fortunately, it has a shorter name that I'll be using for the rest of the video, which is allene.
Allium.
Allene is just one version of the molecule that gives garlic its beneficial properties. For it to be turned into its active form, it needs to mix with the enzyme alliinase. Enzymes are proteins that make pretty much every single chemical reaction in our bodies possible. Now, the enzyme alliinase is already present in the garlic, but for it to access the allene, the garlic has to be chopped, crushed, or chewed. Once that happens, the alliinase takes the allene and turns it into allicin, and this is the version that gets absorbed into our intestines. Once allicin is absorbed, it gets broken down further into compounds that have been shown to reduce inflammation, get rid of microbes, and combat oxidative damage. And this oxidative damage is a type of damage that is associated with pretty much any chronic disease you can think of. As an antioxidant, allicin has the ability to scavenge free radicals, and it helps to boost the function of glutathione, which is another antioxidant on its own. Allicin also helps certain enzymes in our bodies to work well. One of these enzymes is endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or eNOS for short. When eNOS is in tip-top shape, it's able to tell the cells that line our blood vessels to make more nitric oxide. And this is a good thing because nitric oxide is a vasodilator, meaning that it helps to keep our blood vessels nice and wide and keep our blood pressure from getting too high. And this in turn could help to reduce the risk of someone developing cardiovascular issues. Allicin also has yet another cool function. It actually has the power to affect our genes. Allicin has the ability to turn on genes that tell our body to make more detoxification enzymes and antioxidants. And here's how. Allicin activates the transcription factor nuclear factor erythroid 2 related factor 2, which fortunately has a shorter name, NERF2. NERF2 is a molecule that binds to a specific part of our genes called the antioxidant response element, or ARE. This then tells our DNA to make more antioxidants and detoxification enzymes. With more of these substances present, our bodies can then become more efficient at getting rid of toxins. So if you like the idea of being able to detox, then garlic is definitely something that you want to be eating more of. So far, we have covered how allicin gets activated, how it helps to reduce inflammation and keep our cardiovascular system healthy, and how it aids in the production of detoxification enzymes. Now, let's take a look at some of the health outcomes that have been studied in association with garlic. Data collected from thousands of adults suggests that garlic, when consumed over a period of 2 months, can help to lower total cholesterol and low-density lipoprotein, or LDL, cholesterol. There is also evidence that consuming garlic in combination with normal diabetes treatment can help to lower fasting blood sugar and hemoglobin A1C, which you may see on your blood test as HbA1c%. For people with diabetes, taking garlic supplements has also been shown to reduce triglycerides, cholesterol, and LDL cholesterol. And there's more good news. Taking garlic supplements has also been shown to reduce inflammation associated with osteoarthritis. All right, so now that we have covered all of these beneficial outcomes that are associated with garlic, I want to take a moment to highlight the research that has been done on garlic that hasn't had such stellar results, because it's important to know too what garlic isn't good for. The first thing is H. pylori infections. Helicobacter pylori, or H. pylori, is a bacterium that can cause peptic ulcers. For some people, this bacterium can also increase the risk of developing stomach cancer. Several studies have been done looking at the association between H. pylori infection and the consumption of garlic, either pre-infection or post-infection. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case that garlic helps either to prevent an H. pylori infection or get rid of one. Colorectal cancer is another outcome that has been studied in the context of garlic supplementation. For this outcome, the results are mixed. So there are some studies that suggest that eating a lot of garlic over time can help to reduce your risk of developing colon cancer, while there are others that suggest that there's no effect or no association. So before we can be sure, we need more research on this topic. Now, what about if you have a cold? This is one that I probably hear about the most. Okay, I'm gonna share a little story and I want you to comment below if this is something that you grew up with too. So on St. Croix, if you had a cold, one of the remedies that people would suggest that you take is a mixture of honey, garlic, and lemon. And the idea was that that would help to get rid of the cold more quickly. Unfortunately, the research does not back this up. There's only one clinical trial that suggests that consuming garlic regularly can reduce your likelihood of getting a cold, and in that same study, they did not find that consuming garlic shortened the duration of illness. We need way more research than just a single clinical trial before we start making general recommendations about consuming garlic to prevent the common cold. One thing I want to point out is that in pretty much all of these studies, they didn't just have the participants consume lots of garlic. They had them consume supplements with very high concentrations of garlic. So to get these benefits, it would take more than just adding a dash here and there of garlic powder or a clove here and there of garlic. You would really need to consume a lot of garlic or just take a supplement. To summarize, garlic, mainly as a supplement, has been shown to help with lowering total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood sugar. Garlic does not appear to have any effect on H. pylori, and its role in colorectal cancer prevention is unclear. There is one study that suggests that garlic may reduce a person's likelihood of catching a cold, but more clinical trials are needed. Okay, so now that you know all of the benefits of garlic, let's talk about how to prepare it. Food preparation is key for getting the most bang for your buck when it comes to optimizing your diet for health. The main thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to garlic is to make sure you chop it up and let it sit for a period of 10 minutes. Now you might be thinking, why do I have to let it sit? I have things to do. I'm trying to get this food on the stove and put some food in my children's belly or in my own belly. Well, there's actually a good reason behind that recommendation. The purpose of letting the garlic sit for 10 minutes is to let the allinase enzyme convert the allene into allicin. And remember that allicin is the active form of the molecule, one of the principal allyl sulfides in garlic that gives it all of those many health benefits. So if you chop up your garlic and put it on heat right away, the allinase enzyme will be destroyed. Allinase, enzyme, and many enzymes do not mix well with heat, so it won't be able to do its job, and what's going to be in your garlic is just the allene, the inactive form that doesn't really give you all those health benefits. The same thing happens if you consume the garlic too quickly. Even if you decide to consume the garlic raw, you still want to make sure that the garlic has at least 10 minutes to sit chopped, because the allinase enzyme is also sensitive to acid. And what's in our stomach? Lots of acid. So if you, again, chop up your garlic and you consume it right away, the enzyme is gonna get broken down by your stomach acid and it won't get a chance to take the allene and turn it into its active form, allicin, and give you all those wonderful health benefits that we just went over. Quick disclaimer, if you have a condition like heartburn, stomach upset, allergies, or a condition that requires you to take an anticoagulant like warfarin, then you should definitely talk to your primary care team before you decide to up your intake of garlic. All right, so that is it for this video. If you learned anything new or think that someone that you care about could benefit from this information, then definitely give the video a like, subscribe for more nutrition content, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, whatever platform you like for more day-to-day type inspiration for healthy living. Take care.